I think we have an audience question.
Absolutely. A March 5th Miami Herald article that quoted a poll done by the re-election campaign of Miami-Dade Mayor Danielle Levine Cava by EMC Research specified that Donald Trump now leads Joe Biden, or rather Joe Biden leads Donald Trump by just 11 points, or perhaps it was the other way within Miami-Dade County. Now, many of us know in this audience that voter registration mildly favors Democrats within the county. And we know that in 2016, Hillary Clinton stampeded to a nearly 30-point victory. But in 2020, whether it was in suburban neighborhoods like Kendall and Coral Gables, or areas like Durrell and Hialeah, where there's really high rates of Obamacare numbers, that voter registration, that the results presidentially completely changed. Democratic votes collapsed by just 7,000, stagnated, but over 200,000 new voters turned out for Donald Trump. So within that context, this recent poll suggested that Donald Trump leads Joe Biden by 10 points among non-Cuban Hispanics and by 41 points among Cubans. So with all of your knowledge and your expertise, what rifts do you see between Cuban and non-Cuban Hispanics, and what do you think Democrats could do to combat the inroads that Republicans have made in the county presidentially and down ballot? Thank you very much.
Fernand, you want to take a stab at that?
Yeah, sure. As a Democrat, it pains me to say that the gains that have been made by the Republicans are because the Democrats are absent from the playing field. They have abandoned Florida for the most part. I don't say that with glee. I don't say that with happiness. Our firm showed that in 2018, Florida and South Florida was likely to be the one area in one state resistant to the national blue wave, which we saw happen because of the lack of a Democratic engagement effort. That pattern continued in 2020. The big secret is the Biden campaign did not invest in Florida. It was really only an investment at the 11th hour by Michael Bloomberg that created any sense of a campaign. And this time around, the Biden campaign, I believe, is going to, at this point at least, not engage again in Florida unless in the summer, polling shows that the race has become closer, more competitive, and I don't necessarily blame him this time around. Biden showed and proved that he can win without the state of Florida, and this election, it is more important than Joe Biden and Donald Trump. This election is about two things. It's about whether or not this 247-year experiment in representative democracy continues, or if we go the way of an authoritarian day one dictator, which are the words not of me, but of Donald Trump, out of the words of his own mouth 3 times. I will be a day one dictator. You better believe it.
All right, we're going to delve into that a little more. But right now we're going to take another break. And as we mentioned at the beginning of the town hall, pocketbook issues like inflation and the economy are top of mind.